back to Just Jasa. I have been informed it has been way too long since our last video, but of course, we're gonna fix it. As always, we're gonna fix it. So before, we were supposed to be doing our series on boundaries, and let me be real with y'all, I recorded the videos yesterday, like all of the videos, but they were in the wrong orientation. So here we are, we're gonna start all over. But it's no problem. We're gonna have, hang on y'all, we're gonna have 3 videos. So it's gonna be on self, family and friends, and then our partners. And we're gonna talk about boundaries, how we set our boundaries, how we come up with different solutions, and just the challenges that we may encompass when it comes to boundaries. So I really want to get started with self. So that is what this video is going to be on. But before we get started, of course, make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, share it, and turn on the notifications so you can stay up to date with everything I post for the next couple weeks. So let's get right into it. Okay, so for boundaries with yourself, I think this is probably one of the hardest ones to do. People like to call it self-care, self-love, making sure that you're protecting your energy, your space, what have you. But boundaries for yourself is probably the hardest because you have to know yourself and allow yourself to be known, right? So a few things that I think goes in with boundaries for yourself would be no hate talk. So a lot of people do affirmations. They may post it in their room. They may post it on their phone or something like that, to where you have a constant reminder. But having no hate talk allows you to have a mental boundary, right? Not allowing anything negative to come into your mind in order to keep you from your goals or keep you from progressing in a way that you plan on progressing. So let's, for instance, say that you're always saying that you're short, right? Ain't nothing wrong with short people. Most of the people are short, and that's okay. But highlighting that as a negative aspect about yourself puts you in a mindset that being short is bad, where that's where colorism comes in, that's where sexism comes in. So there's so many different ways that we implement hate talk within our life that could be set as a boundary in order for us to either progress or, stay stagnant. So that is my first one, would be no hate talk. Our next one I really wanted to hit on was committing to the goals that we set for ourselves and keeping our promises, right? So what that would look like is, if I say I'm going to do something that's going to help my health, right? If I have health issues, and I promise myself that I'm going to make sure I have a change in my diet, keeping that promise and allowing myself to really focus on my health and really commit to going to the gym, really committing to changing my diet. That is keeping a promise to myself. So I'm setting a standard for my mind, right? So no hate talk allows our mind to really progress and see the perspectives of everything that we have going on. Whereas keeping the promises creates that commitment, right? So we're understanding that we can commit to ourselves and we can really give our goals and everything all of our attention, because we've shown that we can commit to something that benefits our personal, physical, human self, right? And I want to touch on the last one, which will be enhancing our strengths and catering to our weaknesses, right? So if we cater to them, we're ultimately strengthening our weaknesses. So instead of having something that's going to make us vulnerable or make us weak or make us incapable of moving forward, we're enhancing those strengths to strengthen our weaknesses. So those 3, I think, are the best ways to set boundaries and really address our issues that we may have in life when it comes to ourselves. What I mean by strengthening our weaknesses and enhancing our strengths would be, let's say I'm good at communicating, right? So if I'm good at communicating, I know that I can enhance my skills of communication by engaging with different people. And I may have stage fright, right? So that would be a weakness. Say I'm a singer. That would be my weakness. If I'm able to communicate with the people around me that may be like my mentors or people that have been doing it for a while, that allows me to enhance my strength, which would be my communication, but strengthening my weakness by getting advice and different wisdom and that experience I need in order to strengthen my weakness, making my ultimate goal even more strong. So I think that focusing on the different levels in which they really play together, right? So you have the mental, you have the another mental, depending on how you feel about it. It could be mental, it could be emotional, but you're focusing on not having a self-hate, right? No self-hate. Setting the standards for yourself, knowing that you're capable of one thing or another, and then putting them into tangible goals and being able to realistically accomplish them because you are building on your strengths, you're building on your characteristics, you're adding to your resume, right? So you have two mentals and you have a physical thing that you can hold, that it be tangible in your life. So that's really I want to hit on when it comes to self. We can always go on. Of course, I always want to hear you guys in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are, what your different advice pieces may be, different solutions or different tactics that you may have used in order to address your boundaries for yourself. I really want to build this for the community. I want everybody to have an opportunity to have different tactics or different strategies. So, of course, drop them in the comments. We're going to end this video here. But like I said, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, we're going to have the rest of the videos on boundaries. So make sure that you have your notifications on, you subscribed, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you follow my Instagram page and we'll go from there. But of course, I will see you guys next week and we will touch on family and friend boundaries. Until then, bye.